step one. When you come in, the first thing that you want to do is get this bag of frozen food out of the freezer. And you're going to want to put about a cup of it in one of Treble's bowls. He should have 2 bowls. You can wash the dirty one, if you would please, and leave it in the dish drain. And then use whatever clean one is in the dish drain to put his new food in. And you get a cup of this and put it in this bowl and let it thaw for about 10 minutes while you're doing the other stuff. Okay, this is a little bit under a cup. A whole cup is a little too much. It's really like 3/4 of a cup. And then the rest of his food is in the refrigerator. It should be in this drawer. And see, he's got one of these for a day. And so this one is for today. And I'm going to do half of it. So I'm going to mix half of this in with his raw food once the raw food thaws for another few minutes. The cat food is still right here. He's got his Crunchie here, which I just keep his Crunchie filled, and every day I give him a can of the wet food. And so also his water right here does need to be refreshed every day. All the cat food is right here by the window. We've got the cans of soft food. We've got the big jar of Crunchie food. That should be plenty. If you want to give him a couple of temptations, he'd probably like that. So I mixed the raw stuff with the rice and chicken and vegetable mixture. So this is his homemade food. I make this for him. And this is mixed with the raw stuff. So there it is right there. And also he's got these 2 size bowls. So really, like, this smaller bowl is the amount that you want to give him. So in the bigger bowl, you don't want to fill it all the way up. You want it to be more like the size of the smaller bowl. So it's like not full all the way. And that's about the amount that you want. So half of that and almost a cup of the raw stuff. And make sure you let this raw stuff thaw for about 10 minutes. Treble also has this bag of chicken treats in the refrigerator. I use these to stick his little pills in. He's just got half a pill a day here in this med planner. I'll go ahead and give him one. Every day rinse Treble's bowl out with really hot water and then fill it up with cold water. He gets lots of debris in there, lots of little pieces of rice and stuff. So Treble should have this bowl of clean water. There's a bowl of dry food that I just leave filled for him. He doesn't really eat it much, but I keep it in there just in case. And he's eating his food mixture too. So he gets the food mixture twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. And then you just want to once refresh his water. Just make sure he's got a little Crunchie food in there. And then that's it for Treble. Oh, he's got eye drops. So this is pretty typical, even though I just took Treble outside. He finished eating and like immediately shit. So typically he needs to go outside after he eats. Peed over here, which is especially disappointing because I literally just took him outside. But what I do is I keep a pile of towels over here on the table. And I've got one right here. So I clean this up with a towel. And then I mop. And the mop is right here. It sprays. So you just want to clean it real good with the towel. And then put the towel in the laundry room and just kind of like hang it on the washing machine so that it's like drying a little, and you can use it multiple times. It's just pee, and then after you use it a couple times, just throw it in the washing machine. And then here is the mop. You just want to cover the area that he peed with this Fabuloso and give it a good mopping. Just this area. This will probably be every day since you won't be here the whole time. I typically put him outside every few hours. Or once he gets up and starts walking around, I just pick him up and I put him outside, because typically he's walking around because he's about to go to the bathroom and he just doesn't have a lot of control over it anymore. So mop here. Mop the floor. Smells like Fabulosa. Picking up the poop. Throwing that away. And I'm also mopping where the poop was. Trouble also gets these eye drops every day. Trouble. Bloody. So I wash my hands and then I get the drops and I put them in the Diggle's eyes, or he gets the slimy eye real bad. You might remember the eye drops. He's had them for a while. Drops are over here in this bag, along with his treats. I usually give him a treat after he goes outside to the bathroom. He has to go outside for the treat though. And then here's the medicines that I put in the Dog Joy treats every day. Just one pill. So this stupid thing makes noise every 8 hours, and it's because the batteries are low in some of the sensors. There it goes. The batteries are low in some of the sensors, so you gotta come over here. You could ignore it, but you have to hit each of these notifications to make it stop, and then it'll stop. But it's really annoying. Every time you come in the house, it'll probably be doing that. But you can just hit, where it says 5 issues need your attention, right there, hit that, and then hit each one, and then just close it out. And that's how you get it to stop. If you want it to stop, if you're gonna hang out here, just be aware. I ordered the batteries to put in there, and they haven't come yet. These need a little bit of water every day. All the pink and purple ladies here. These plants out front need water every day, especially this guy, because he's not going to get it if it rains. So I just give him a little drink. And then these guys over here also don't get water very well, even if it rains. This one and this one. And then I moved all these other plants over here just so they'd be easy to water at the same time. And if it does rain, these will probably get some rain and be okay. So you don't really need to worry about these if it's raining. Maybe this one's under the overhang, so this one might need some water regardless. But especially if they're looking dry, they might kind of be on their way out. But that's okay. Just make sure they get a little drink. Thank you. In the back, turn the hose on. Unless it's rained, you don't have to do this if it rained. But turn it on, just make sure that you turn it off or the water will leak from it for a long time. And then, see, the hose rests on this thing, and there's a rainbow garden over here. Over here there's the purple section. You don't need to worry about these succulents, but oops, you want to make sure it's on shower, and you want to just kind of spray all this little stuff off, unless it's rained. And even if it rained the day before, like, no big deal. Here's the other part of the rainbow garden. See how cute it is? And this girl right here, this Mandevilla, she likes a lot of water, or just make sure you get her. Everything else can just take a quick little dusting off with the water. And then there's one right over here. And that's it. And also these plants over here, these 3 watermelon and this part of the garden. When I'm putting the hose back, I give this guy a little drink, just a tiny bit like this. It leaks a little, that's okay. Just remember to turn the water back off, please.